Hey folks, good morning. Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the chat. Is my audio and video clear? Thank you everyone. Good morning. And just before I start, I want to let you guys know that I'm not doing a signal service here, and today there won't be anything coming out from my mouth that goes something like this. Okay, I see a trade idea or anything like that. Today we are tape reading because if you are a trader, you know today we have CPI at 8:30. Then we have BOC monetary policy report at 10 a.m. Then we got FOMC meeting at 2 o'clock. So all of these are red news. Okay, if there's like simply one red news, ICT tells us to avoid that day and tape read. And today there's like a bunch of them all together. So that's not gonna be me who is thinking about placing a trade today. Rather than I would love to tape read and learn something from the charts today rather than just thinking about money. Today is not the time to make the money. There will be many more days to make the money, but not today. Okay, don't think about pushing a button today if you are a follower of ICT. If you are pushing a button today, you are not a follower of ICT or anything. Okay. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at US 30. And if you guys followed my daily bias session, then I told you guys that I can expect price to deliver buy side until this upper quadrant level 0.75, right? I told you guys that this buy side liquidity that we have here, this black candle that you see above that, we have a buy side liquidity. I told you guys how far I can expect uh, my price to deliver against my bias, and I told you that I can expect price to deliver till this swing high, right, and till the upper quadrant of this level, right. And we have relatively equal lows. If I take you on like 4-hour chart, the gray shaded box that you see, I forgot to told you guys, that's a monthly order block. If you watched my bias session, I think you know what it is. And look at these clean levels, right? For retails, for the people who trade with other concept other than retail, they have been hugely profitable for like last couple of days just because of this movement right here. Why? The retails that think that once price generates double low or like double bottom, triple bottom, it should provide support from there. And what do you see here? It did provide a support for the retails here, right? Retail put their stop loss below the swing low and they engaged here and they got profitable. And today we can expect to see them getting wrecked. A lot of retail stop loss will be here. Why? Because that's a triple bottom. Do you see here? That's a very strong level of resistance for the retails. They will think price will come down here and price won't go lower. Price will go aggressively towards the upside, right? They will think like that and they will put their stop loss below this swing low. So what I'm expecting today is to price offer like price can offer buy side liquidity. I'm expecting to see price. For me today, I'm like in a very low expectation because you can see like there's 4 high impact news, and in high impact news we expect to see high volatility, right? So suppose price did something like that in CPI, right? Then in BOC meeting at 10, price can do something like this, and price can also do something like this in FOMC, or price can also do something like this at FOMC. So nothing is certain today. I cannot give you an analysis with a high guarantee today because of the high impact news, because of the manual intervention that will occur in those high impact news, right? But even on those high impact news, you will see price respecting our levels, price respecting and delivering like the way we expect. So we have a daily fair value gap on US 30 here that is unfilled, and above that we have relatively equal lows, right? So I'm expecting something like this, but why am I expecting that? We have a relatively, let me clear that gray shaded box. Just remember that we are inside of a monthly order block, right? And the measurement that you see here, it's the measurement of the monthly order block. So why I am expecting price to go higher? Because do you see this relative equal high here that price generated? That's a relative equal high, right? So what I'm expecting to see price go a little bit more into the premium zone, and then price can come down, take out these relatively equal lows. And if you remember, let me take you on the daily chart again. I mentioned a breaker block on daily chart, and I've been mentioning this breaker block since like 2 weeks. So if I measure the breaker block again, that's the breaker block here. Let me mark that for you. So that's the breaker block on the daily chart on US 30. And if I measure this breaker block, right, and if I extend it out on time, what do you see? What do you see price just did? Price came all the way up and hit the midway of this breaker block, right? So in midway is like a premium zone for price. So I'm not expecting price to go above the 0.75 level, and let's see what happens, right? We can put the logic, a lot of logic, but it depends on the price and algo if it's gonna respect that, and we cannot be certain in a high impact news day like today. Like there's 4 high impact news, right? Continuous high impact news, not me who's pushing a button today. Let's go on to the dollar chart. It's 8:15. We still have like 15 minutes before the CPI release. So let's talk what I'm expecting to see on dollar. So on dollar, if you look at dollar's being like bearish for a lot of days. And if I zoom in a little bit, it's on daily chart, by the way. On dollar, we have a volume imbalance right here. That's a volume imbalance, right? And price did got rejected from this volume imbalance. And at the same time, price is also building a trend line liquidity. Do you see that trend line liquidity here? In this price fractal, do you see a trend line liquidity that price is building? And if you see, tell me, where do you see it? Is it on sell side or is it on buy side? Yes, thank you guys. We can see price building trend line liquidity right here. Look at this level. It's a perfect trade idea for a retail trader. A retail will think extend this trend line out on time, and he will think that okay, we have a volume imbalance right here. Right? Do you see it? That's a volume imbalance. Let me mark that for you. Maybe you don't see it. That's a volume imbalance. And what retail are gonna think? Price will get support from some area. They don't know where price will get support, and they will think that once price reaches to this level, right, price will bounce back, right? That's what they will think. If you are a retail trader and you are trading with like suppose a trend line, then that's what you will think because that's what they teach you to think, right? But if you are putting your ideas with ICT concept, we have a trend line liquidity here, and up above we have an unfilled fair value gap right here, right? We have a swing high right here. That's a swing high. And if I measure the whole area from this swing down here, where does Oh my god, why my Fibonacci is always like that? Okay, now it's good. So where do you see our premium zone? Where is it? In this fair value gap, and then and the fair value gap that we have above there, right? So let me clear everything. I like my charts very clean. If I was not doing a live session, then I would have like just marked the volume imbalance right here and then this fair value gap, and that would be it. That's it. I do not mark anything else other than this. So this fair value gap comes in right in a premium zone. So I'm not expecting price to deliver till here because that's a lot of movement, right? But I can expect price to deliver till here, till at this zone. And if price wanna get rejected, it can get rejected from this volume imbalance that you see. So we can expect to see something like this: price going all the way up here, price taking out the stop loss of retail traders and getting bounced off from this, right, from this volume imbalance. Or we have another possibility, something like this way: price coming all the way up and just consolidating after that. So that's also that can also can happen. And we should also consider retail ideas, right? Retail price can also take out this swing low, but the most probability, high probability trade idea would be something like this. Let's see what price does. Okay, I'm not here to prove and right today. If market proves me wrong, I don't care because I'm not pushing any button today. I'm learning today in these charts. Today is a learning session for me. Today is not a day for me to make money or think about making money. Okay? If you want to be a trader that you dream to become, like a profitable, consistently profitable trader, then you should follow the traders who are consistently profitable, their advice. And what they tell you not to push the button today, right? My mentor tells me that. ICT tells me that not to push the button rather than observe how price delivers today. So that's what we are going to do today. Let's look at US 500. We still have 10 minutes before the CPI. We have, I can see a relative equal high on US 500 or ES on this chart. It's from it's from global prime. Let's look at the other charts. Okay, I got the CBOT mini chart, but that's 10-minute delayed, so I don't use this chart. CME mini, that's the ES. So on this chart, even we can see these relative equal highs, right? So I can expect to see price come all the way up on ES and then coming down. But why am I gonna expect to price to come down? Because of this relative equal lows that you can see right here. Look at this. That's a relative equal high, right? And why am I expecting price to deliver buy side? If you are following my mentor, if I take you on Twitter, let's go on Twitter. My mentor shared an analysis of ES, and we will look at that. So that's the analysis that my mentor shared. So let's take a look at this picture. So what do you see here? Mentor shared that he is expecting a run on buy side liquidity, right? And he is indicating that on 4-hour chart. That's a 4-hour chart, and what he is saying that we have a BC on 4-hour chart, and price is getting support from this BC, and he indicating this buy side liquidity right here, and then ultimately the buy side that we have at 41,072.50 level right here. Okay, let's see what my mentor is saying, and let's go on to the US 500 chart, and let's put his analysis on with our analysis on the ES chart. He showed his analysis on the 4-hour, so let's mark that. He mentioned about this fair value gap, right? we still have 8 minutes, so let's see. He mentioned about this fair value gap, and price is getting support from this fair value gap, and he is targeting this buy side liquidity right here, and then this buy side liquidity right here, right, which is matches with our analysis. I'm expecting to see price delivering also this equal high, but we also have a relatively equal lows right here, and price was moving aggressively. Price was delivering aggressively towards buy side for last couple of days. And from my experience, from my little experience, I'm not experienced like my mentor. He's been trading for like 30 fucking years, and me, I'm just a newbie. So from my experience, what I think is price delivered buy side liquidity aggressively, and price built sell side liquidity a lot, and price didn't deliver any significant sell side liquidity here. In this move, do you see price delivering any significant buy side, sorry, any significant sell side liquidity? Do you see that here? No. Every 4 hour candle that you see below that, we have sell side liquidity. We have relatively equal lows. If I zoom in a little bit, look at this. Look at this low. I'm just gonna mark the lows that I see like efficient, and those are like relatively equal. Look at this low. It's relatively equal, right? If I take you below, we have a lot of uh unfilled fair value gaps, unfilled imbalance. We have an unfilled imbalance here, and then below we have a lot of relatively equal lows. So what I'm expecting to see, and what my experience tells me to price is gonna do, price is gonna do something like this and then come down. Nothing is certain today. I'm giving you an analysis, and that doesn't mean that you should go and push the button. Okay, that's not a signal service for you. Always remember that I'm doing analysis and I'm just a background noise for you. It's 8:24. Let's go on to the US 30 chart and let's see what price does. Let's go on to the hourly chart. Okay, I'll be on the hourly chart. We have our buy side liquidity right here. Let's mark that real quick. BSL, and we have relative equal lows down here. Every relative equal lows that I'm gonna mark will be with a blue line like this. We have relative equal lows right down here, and ultimately we have a huge pool of liquidity down here at this zone. Look at these levels. That's a big fucking pool of liquidity. So let's see how price delivers today. I'm here to learn, and let's see how price give us a learning session. That's a lot of liquidity. That's a big level of liquidity pool. So let's see what price does. Let's go on to the 5 minute chart. On 5 minute, when you go on to the like lower time frames and you see the news movement, news volatility, it becomes way more fun to watch. So our sell side liquidity is here. Sell side liquidity. So our sell side liquidity is down below here. Let's see what price does. Price built at relatively equal highs right here, right? So to me, if you ask like what's your percentage for price to deliver, I would say price should deliver like this, and then price can come down like this. So let's see what price does, right? Let's see what it does. It's 8:26. We still have 4 minutes. Let's just wait and see. Adrian commented, I like you, Hydra, but not your mentor. Then you should not be here. I don't expect you to like me. Okay, I'm just gonna block you, okay? Yeah, you are blocked. You won't be able to see my live stream anymore. That's the, that's the most irritating thing in a live, to get blocked, right? Right? It's like, okay, Hydra got me. He blocked me. So let's see what price does. We have relatively equal lows here. That makes sense for price to come down and deliver here. And then we have relative equal lows, a bunch of relative equal lows here. So let's see what price does. Okay, look at price. It's so volatile. If you are pushing your button today, I can bet like you won't be able to place a trade because of your broker, Like suppose you are placing your stop loss here, right? Suppose you are putting your stop loss here and you are targeting this low. What price will do, because of the high volatility, your broker, even price does not hit your stop loss, your broker will like tell you it hit your stop loss because of the spread. If you're doing something like this, price might not hit your stop loss, but your broker will close your trade, and they will show that it hit your stop loss. That's bullshit. That happened to me so many times. The broker that I use, it's forex.com. It's like one of the safest broker that exists on this planet. Like the payout that you request, it directly comes in your bank account, like in a day. Not even in a day, in like 2-3 hours, it comes in. And from them, I trust them. I've been trading with them for like a year. Even them, when I push the button on CPI, right? I saw them like, oh my god, look at this at 8:30, and price did delivered the buy side liquidity, right? Look at this. Wow. You wanna trade in these conditions? Nah, bro, not me. Let's go on to the 1 minute chart. Let's see what price does. Wow, that's a lot of movement. Let's go on to the hourly chart. Let's see what price is. Where price is delivering the liquidity. 4 hour. Okay, price just cleared this buy side liquidity on 4 hour. Right, that's a buy side liquidity, and price cleared that. Now, can we expect price to deliver to the downside? Let's see. For me, I can see that price delivered a major level of buy side liquidity right here, right? That's a major level of buy side liquidity, and price delivered here. So now I can expect to see price coming down, right? It's 8:31. It's only 1 minute since the news released. Let's see what price does. Let's look at the US 500. Look at US 500. It's delivering just as my mentor marked, and just as we expected, right? I showed you my mentor's analysis before the news released, and it was very clear. His indication was very clear. He was looking for buy side to get wrecked from this fair value gap. Look at this fair value gap, how nicely price delivered, right? So let's see what price does. Price delivered a major level of buy side liquidity right here, and if I take you on US 30, price also did delivered a major level of buy side liquidity here. Price did delivered like we expected. We expected a ran into buy side liquidity, and price did delivered, right? But we weren't expecting price to deliver so much buy side liquidity. Yes, someone also mentioned that it passed the by. Let's go on to the daily chart and let's see how it's delivering on our breaker block. That's our breaker block, right? And let's measure the breaker block and let's see how price is delivering. Okay, I told you guys that I can expect price to deliver till this because that's a premium zone. Okay, that's a premium zone in this breaker block. According to this breaker block, that's a premium zone for price, and the zone that you see right below this here, that's a discount zone. According to the measurement of this breaker block, so we are seeing breaker block sorry, we are seeing this delivery in a premium zone right now, and I told you guys I can expect price to deliver till 0.75, and if it delivers more than that, I'm wrong and I don't care. Price is in a premium zone right now. Okay, just keep that in mind. And price did deliver a major level of sell side buy side liquidity right here. Let's look at US 500. Okay, US 500 is delivering very nicely. I can expect to see price delivering here, right? This makes sense. Look at this clean level. This level makes sense more to me. But let's see what price does. Relatively equal lows also does make sense to me, so let's just wait and see what price is doing. What is doing on US 100? Okay, I didn't talk about US 100 today, right? Oh my god, I forgot to talk about US 100. Anyway, I had everything marked up. If I was like talking before the CPI, I would have told you like I have this equal high in mind and I want to see price coming all the way up and delivering till this equal high, and price did. And we have a daily volume imbalance right here, right? That's a daily volume imbalance, and I did mention this volume imbalance in my last live stream, and I told you guys that I want to see price rejecting off from this volume imbalance, and we did got rejected, right? So if I'm expecting bullish price action, price will have to close a candle body above this daily volume imbalance. Other than that, I'm still bearish on US 100. Okay, just look here. Price did delivered this major liquidity right here, right? And price has a relative equal low, strong relative equal low, and the gray shaded box that you see, it's a daily fair value gap that is unfilled above this relative equal high. That's the daily fair value gap. So now if I analyze this chart, and I can expect to see price delivering sell side liquidity now. That's what I expect to see. But let's see anyway. Let's go back to the US 30. You know what? On high red news day, it becomes very boring. Because once price delivers the news, after that it just chops around. It becomes very choppy, and it becomes very very hard to navigate in these price actions. So it's like a big up move here, right? So let's go on to the hourly chart. I want to see where and why price is delivering this buy side liquidity. Let's talk about that. Why price delivered buy side liquidity here, right? We had buy side liquidity, but let's go on to the hourly chart and let's see what was the reason for price to deliver this big move onto the buy side liquidity. Okay, maybe because of that. Look at this relative equal high. Price is delivering here right now. Okay, so we are back in past. This price action is from 19th February. So look at these levels here. These are very clean levels, like, right? We can see equal high here. Let's say equal high. We can see equal high here, here, here. So price did offered equal highs here, right? So we can expect to see price delivering sell side liquidity now, because look at this. Price cleared equal high, price delivered a major level of buy side liquidity, and price is also filling this fair value gap. This fair value gap. If I extend it out on time, price did close the candle's body above the midway of this fair value gap, right? Before in past, if I measured this fair value gap, before in past, just look there. Did price close the candle's body above the midway of this fair value gap? Did it happen? No. So if price does not close as a candle's body above the midway, what do we expect? We expect to see price remain heavy towards sell side, right? So what did we saw in past price behavior? That's the hindsight analysis. That's how we learn, okay? So price did deliver sell side liquidity and price was heavy. So if we are expecting price to deliver sell side liquidity more today, we don't want to see a candle's body closure on the hourly chart. On the hourly chart here, okay, in this fair value gap. So let's extend this measurement on time. Do you guys see how patient I am? Yes, I built this patient in me, and it took a lot of time. So we do see price closing a candle's body above the midway, right? So if price is closing a candle's body above the midway, we still have 19 minutes for this candle to close on the hourly chart, right? If it does close a candle's body above the midway, what can we expect? By the way, we are in a premium zone according to the measurement of the fair value of the fair value gap, right? Of the fair value gap that I showed you, we are in a premium, and price is rejecting from this 0.75 level. So these two levels, that's what I care about, right? 0.5 midway and the upper quadrant 0.75. If price is showing a willingness to reject, we can expect to see price delivering towards the downside. And if price is remaining heavy, just like we are seeing here, and if price is going above the 0.75, then let's see what happens. Someone is asking, is the breaker failed or order block? The order block failed. The breaker is still delivering. So let's see what happens. Okay, 300 people watching. Can we get 200 likes? That's a lot of information that I'm sharing with you. And you can see, like, I expected price to deliver buy side liquidity, and it did. Now I'm expecting to see price deliver sell side liquidity, right? Can we get 200 likes? If you appreciate my commentaries, then I expect to see you appreciate my video by hitting the like button. So we can see price rejecting off from this 0.75 level, right? That's a that's the 0.5 level that I shared with you on the hourly chart, and we can see price rejecting off from that. And if price wanna deliver to the sell side liquidity, I don't wanna see price coming all the way up and delivering again the buy side liquidity. I wanna see price remain heavy towards the sell side liquidity. Why am I expecting price to deliver sell side liquidity? Why? I just showed you we are inside of this. Let's go back to the hourly chart again. Maybe some of you missed it. So look at the measurement. This measurement that I showed you is from the hourly fair value gap, right? So price rejected off from this 0.75 level, right? So if I take you on the 5-minute chart, what do you see? Price is clearly rejecting off from this 0.75 level. That's how you know if price is in a premium or in a discount zone. Okay, for some of you, I know that's a lot of information, but if you want to make money in this industry, bro, you have to do things like this. You have to do hard work. I can just tell you, okay, price will deliver here, and I won't share my analysis on, and I won't share the confirmation, and you'll be like, okay, price delivered just as you told, and you will be like confident. But based on what I'm giving you the confirmation, I'm also telling you that, and that's a lot of work for some of you, right? I know a lot of you are relying on indicator and you don't want to do hard work, but trust me, if you don't do the hard work and you don't choose the hard way of trading, you won't make it, bro. So that's a big week, right? Let's measure this week. What ICT tells us, if price generates a big wick, we can expect to see price reject from the midway level, from the 0.5 level, right? So let's see what price does. So according to ICT, according to my mentor, we are in a discount zone. Wait. So look at this, something like this. This week, this big week, if price is coming up again, right? And price is hitting the 0.5 level, I can expect price to drop. That's a discount level according to the measurement of this week. So now let's see how price delivers. Price rejected off from this 0.25, the lower quadrant, right? So let's see. I am expecting price to remain heavy towards the downside. Yeah, consequent encroachment. You can say that consequent encroachment, midway, mean threshold. If you go onto the English dictionary and you type that, it has the same meaning as consequent encroachment. So no trade today. Some arson cookie. I appreciate that you are thinking about macro, but there's no trade today. I'm not pushing the button unknown legend today. You can go ahead and you can push very less that I care about you. I care about me, and I'm not gonna push button because I did when I was in retail. I did push the button. Okay, in these days I saw confirmation like this and I did win, but I lost more than I own. Okay, because just look at this, price suddenly becomes volatile in these moves. You can put your stop loss something like this right here. Okay, something like this. I can see a trade idea here, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna place my trade. Okay, price will suddenly become volatile and it will hit your stop loss. You never know in these high impact news days that when price will do something. We can expect like the commentaries that I'm giving you, isn't it like 70% accurate? Isn't it? But does that mean should I place a trade? No. I'm building my experience, okay? That's what I'm doing, guys. When price becomes clear and price like when there's no high impact news days, I will be executing like a wizard because now I'm building my experience and my experience will pay me when I have a clean day. Not today, but in a clean day, I will trade better than every one of you. Okay? Why? Because I build my experience in these days. And what you do, you think about placing a trade even on these high impact news days. So how can you expect yourself to become profitable? How? So if I measure the fair value gap here in this big CPI release day, CPI what sorry, CPI movement, right? So I want to see price delivering. I want to see price going below this midway level right here. I'm expecting price to do something like this. My idea is for price to deliver sell side, but these levels are for price to get support. Okay, price can get support from 0.5 level, so I also have to keep that in mind. Okay, so that's why I'm only telling you that I want to see price delivering till this 0.5 level, and after that I will see the reaction in price. If it has a willingness to deliver towards downside after it hits this level, we can expect a run on these relatively equal lows and ultimately this sell side liquidity. So let's see what price does. Okay, so what do you see? Price getting support from this 0.75, right? It's all algorithmic, folks. Like, look at this. The people who think that it's all supply and demand. So why does price is rejecting or from the 0.5 level? Why price is remaining heavy towards sell side after it hit the 0.25 level of this week? Why? Just answer that to me. You cannot. Price will always, it doesn't matter if it's a high impact news or anything, it will always deliver by following the algorithm. It's a common sense, folks, right? It's 8:49 and we still have 30 minutes till the New York Open. Wow, look at this. Look at this and tell me that the analysis that I'm telling you is wrong. It's a 4-hour chart, right? And when price did hit this equal high on Nasdaq, I told you that I want to see price remain heavy towards sell side. And what you are seeing, it's no hindsight. It almost feels like I'm doing something on replay mode, right? I'm doing something like back testing or things, but it's not. That's how you build your experience, and once you have experience like this, you can call market like a wizard. Why ICT is so confident? If you ask yourself, like when you listen to ICT and he does the live stream, bro, he has been watching this thing for 30 fucking years. And me personally, I'm a newbie in this market, and I've been watching this market for like 1 year. So in 1 year, if I can call market like this and I can be so accurate, imagine yourself after 30 years. The ego. When someone comes to you and says that price has no algorithm and you have a 30-year experience behind you, the fuck you will get angry, right? If someone comes here and tells me price is delivering based on retail concept, I will never trust him, and I will prove him wrong by doing the things that I do here. We are not pushing a button today, guys. I'm reminding you again and again. I see some of you are like asking me, am I seeing any trade idea here? Am I sharing any trade idea with you? I'm just analyzing and I want to see how many times I get right and how many times I get wrong. And if I'm getting right, why am I getting right? If I'm getting wrong, why am I getting wrong? That's the question you should ask yourself when you are learning, right? If you are studying in a university, suppose you are studying in a university, right? And you are like studying price, not trading, forget about trading. Don't think that trading makes money. And you are studying this thing, that's a subject in a university and you are studying it. So if price proves you wrong, what your mentor will tell you? Your mentor will tell you to go and see why price proved you wrong, right? That's what we learned from our school. So that's what you should do here. You are learning to read price action. And there will be days that you will make money, but remember that you are learning. You are not experienced here. So we are building our experience here by doing this thing. Let's look at US 500. Bro, am I gonna be proven right today again and again? So let's wait, and we have a 10 o'clock news, right? We have a 10 o'clock news at BOC Monetary Policy Report that it's on Canadian dollar, but we can expect to see some movement on the US dollar because of this high impact news. Okay, not a major move, but can you look at USD JPY? Bro, I don't care about the forex pair. I hate forex pair. Why? Because forex pair is like always consolidated, chopping around. I hate forex. Okay, let's go on to the USD JPY chart. Someone is saying I used to trade on USD CHF, but they moved the same, right? They moved the same as US 30. Euro USD moved the same. Someone is saying to look at gold. Okay, it's the same movement. Price is delivering. Okay, let's look at gold. I used to trade gold when I started trading like uh, I think a year ago, but I never found success in gold. Like every time I call a market in gold, I'm wrong. Okay, I have an edge on US 30 on indices. I do not have an edge on gold or on forex pairs. I don't know what it's gonna do, but I can share my analysis, right? I can do hindsight analysis. Let's do that. As we are waiting for 9:30, let's do some analysis on other chart. We have a relative equal high here. It's on hourly chart, by the way, on gold. And if price is rejecting off from this zone, that's an order block here, right? So if you are expecting bullish price action on gold, you want to see price not respecting this order block. What do you want to see if you are expecting bullish price action, by the way? Look at this. That's an order block, right? That's an order block. And what price did on gold? Price rejected off from this order block from this 0.5 level, right? When I tell you like price will reject from 0.5, or I'm expecting price to reject from 0.5, how can I be so confident in my callings? Because of this, because I measured things like this. If you are expecting bullish price action on gold, you should expect something like this, right? But if you are expecting bearish price action, you wanna see price respecting this order block and not coming back into this zone again. It can come back and deliver till the midway, till the consequent encroachment of this week. But above that, if it's delivering, it's bullish on gold. And what can you target? You can target these clean levels. By the way, I don't trade on gold, so I don't know how it does, or I'm not familiar with the price behavior, because every chart, every pair has its unique behavior, okay? US 30 respects equal low, equal high, and that does not mean that gold will respect that. So I can see some targets here. If I was trading on gold, I would have kept these levels in mind, and I would have targeted this level from this order block. So that's what I see for the people who are asking on gold. They can do that. That's my analysis on gold. Let's go back to US 30. Okay, so we can see a fair value gap here, right? Do you see a fair value gap on US 30? Yes, I do see a fair value gap right here. Ella is asking small explanation on breaker block. Ella, you can go on my YouTube channel and you can search the video about breaker block. I have a breaker block video. You can watch that on my channel. I talked in details about breaker block there. Okay, I want to see price reject from this what the from this fair value gap. And we are seeing a nice rejection from this fair value gap, right? So we can expect to see price delivering till this zone. If price wanna become bullish again, I'm telling you guys, if it does not provide us a confirmation in this level that it wanna become bullish, it will remain heavy towards sell side today. That's what I'm saying to you. That's the zone that I'm looking at. I wanna see price go below this zone because I'm looking for price to deliver sell side, right? So that's a very clean trade idea. If it was like any other day, I would have told you you can enter here with a stop loss above here, something like this. Suppose it was any other day, I would have told you to enter and then put your stop loss above this high, and you can target here. That's a 2R. If you are targeting this right here, this midway level, that's a 2R, and if you are targeting this 0.25 level, that's like a 3R, more than 3R. So let's see if price delivers. We are not trading today, okay bro? We are doing our analysis, and if we are right today, okay, then we can do the same thing on when price has no high news impact days. If you remember, I marked this fair value gap when price was inside of it, right? And let's see if price delivers. And I told you when price was in this candle, in this bearish candle, just so you remember, it's all live. I'm calling market live with confirmation. I'm indicating market in one direction. When price was in this candle, I told you that I want to see price deliver in this midway. Do you guys remember? Let me know in the chat. Do you guys remember that? Someone, Julian, is asking, why do you prefer YM than ES even if ICT doesn't recommend? It can. Bro, I think you are new, Julian. ICT never tells us to trade on ES. It's his favorite pair, okay? What he tells us is that, like, you can go ahead and trade on any pair. His concept work on any pair, okay? ICT trades on ES because it's his favorite pair. I trade on US30 because it's my favorite pair. If ICT is trading on ES, does that mean I have to trade on like ES? No. If he's saying that his concept work on every pair, then yeah, it works. Well, I'm thinking about doing a live stream on Bitcoin. If you guys are interested, you can let me know in the chat section. Maybe tomorrow. I'm willing to do a live stream on Bitcoin because the way you guys see me trading on US30, I have an edge on crypto. Okay, I've been trading crypto for like years, and my favorite pair on crypto is Ethereum. If you go on my Twitter account, I share analysis on I've been sharing analysis on Ethereum for a long time, but since last couple of days I've been not much active on crypto. But I love Ethereum, okay, and I am very fucking interested to do a live stream on Ethereum. Let's see. I shared analysis on Bitcoin with you all, right? And the analysis was something like this. If you go on like on my YouTube channel, you will see that I'm calling Bitcoin to drop from 36,000. So at the same time, I'm also calling Bitcoin to reach 36,000. So I'm expecting a drop on Bitcoin from 36,000. Until then, I'm not pushing a button, okay, on Bitcoin. Why am I thinking that Bitcoin will drop from 36,000? If you are interested in that, you can go ahead and check out the video that I did on Bitcoin on my YouTube channel. I explained why am I expecting that, and we have a major level of buy side liquidity right here. So if you ask me how certain you are that price will deliver till this buy side liquidity here, bro, like 80%. I'm certain 80 fucking percent that price will take out this buy side liquidity here. It's on weekly chart. So if we go down on like 5 minute, 1 hour, that will be a lot of movement until price delivers till this buy side liquidity, right? That's a major pool of buy side liquidity. And once price delivers that, I'm expecting Bitcoin to go and deliver to this fair value gap, and then it can come down, right? It has a swing low here, it has relatively equal lows here. So in near future, what I'm predicting price to go, Bitcoin to go below 15 fucking thousand. Okay, so I'm calling this market live. If you remember, I will come back here again, and maybe in some other day I will also tell you that, do you remember me calling a Bitcoin here and then on 36,000? So remember that, okay? I called Bitcoin on 32,400 and then 36,000, and it dropped from 36,000. So keep that in mind. Let's go back to our US 30. Let's go on to the 5 minute chart. So what do you see? What do you see here? Price is delivering. I can give you a 90% guarantee that price will deliver till here, till 0.5. Why I was 90% confident? Because if you remember, I told you this red line that you see here, this red line, right? That's a major level of buy side liquidity on higher time frame. So price just took that major level of buy side liquidity. So I can expect a little retracement in price after price delivers this major buy side liquidity, right? I will share a tip with you all, and before I do that, can we guys go to 200 likes? Can we do that? I'll share a very very important tip with you. Can you do a 200 likes? If you do that, I'll share that tip with you. Well, someone is asking me about Ethereum. Like, what do you think about the Ethereum Shapella upgrade with 33B being unlocked from staking? I have very similar review on BTC, bro. Not theory perfect, bro. I don't have any idea what you are talking about. I don't know Shapella upgrade, and I don't care about that. You can go ahead and trust on Shapella upgrade and all the things that you are saying to me here, and I will not use any of the things that you are seeing here, and I will call market better than you. That's a challenge. No theory perfect. You don't need to use Shapella upgrade or 33B. Okay, it's all there. Okay, it's all programmed. Bitcoin will come up here. Bitcoin will come to 36,000 and deliver reject from there. It's all programmed. Okay, it doesn't matter if there's a news release or someone, if Satoshi is the creator of this Bitcoin, right? If he comes in and tells me Bitcoin will go to the moon, I won't trust him, because he is not the one who is controlling Bitcoin. It's the central fucking bank and their algorithm. I'm not like challenging you, bro. I'm asking the question. I'm answering your question. I'm saying you that you don't need Sepela upgrade to be profitable, and you don't need to look there. So do we got 200 likes? Okay, so let's share the tip. So the tip is, let's go on to the higher time frame. Let's take you on the 4-hour chart. So the tip is something like this. Oh my god, there's a lot of lines. Why my chart is so messy today? Okay, so I took you guys here, if you guys remember, and I told you that that's a major level of buy side liquidity that price delivered, right? Do you guys remember? And when you go onto the higher time frame and when price delivers and price takes out this major level of buy side liquidity, right? Suppose that's a buy side liquidity right here, right? Let me mark that for you. That's a buy side liquidity, and that's a buy side liquidity. So once price delivers in this buy side liquidity, right, you can go ahead into the lower time frames and you can target 2 hour. As soon as price delivers this major level of sell side liquidity, you can go onto the lower time frame and you will see a setup in price that delivers till 2 hour. That will give you 2 hour. That's a fucking guarantee. I'm not gonna do the analysis in front of you here, but I mark these levels and you can go ahead in your chart and you can mark this major level of buy side liquidity from higher time frame, and you can go on 1 minute time frame and then 5 minute time frame, 3 minute, 2 minute, and you will see price presenting to you a setup. It can be an order block setup, it can be like a fair value gap, it can be a breaker block setup. You will see a setup that will deliver 2 hour, minimum 2 hour. I'm not saying 5 handles, okay? I'm saying to you 2 fucking hour. Go ahead in your chart. I'm on Twitter, I'm on YouTube. Come here and tell me that you are wrong, okay? Because I'm not fucking wrong. Before I tell you that that price delivers like this, I did my analysis, and that's how I become confident in my like talking, because I know I saw these things repeating in price so many times. Once price delivers this kind of major liquidity on higher time frame, if you go on to the lower time frame, you will see a setup forming that will give you 2 hour, and I just fucking proved to you it today. Let's go on to the 5 minute chart, and what do you see here? I told you that price just delivered a major level of buy side liquidity, so we can expect to see price offering sell side. Do you guys remember? Yes, I did told you that, right? And I came down onto the 5 minute chart and I told you that I want to see price remain heavy after this candle was printing. I told you that I'm measuring this week and I don't expect price to go above the midway. It's all there, bro. So now if I give you some more analysis, I can see a fair value gap right here, right? That's a fair value gap right here. By the way, guys, I'm doing live today till 2 o'clock, so that's gonna be a lot of long time for me to do so. So if you're enjoying it, I expect to see a like from you. So that's a fair value gap, right? If we are expecting price to become bearish, if we are expecting price to deliver more sell side liquidity, I don't want to see price closing a candle's body above this order block. Okay, that's the order block right here. Okay, let's do some art. Some people say to me, like, if you go onto my Twitter account, you will see beautiful charts. I post one of the beautiful charts on the trading platform, and some people say that I can only do it on hindsight. So let's do it today live in front of you. I'll make these charts look very beautiful in front of you. So let's transform our chart color. I will go for pink. I love pink too. So now we are in a pink chart. Do you guys like this color? Let's do some art, okay? Chart art. I'm an artist too. I'm not only a chart analyst, I'm also an artist. That's a fair value gap inside. That's a fair value gap in the form of CB, right? And that's the order block right here. I don't want to see price coming closing a candle's body above this order block. When I'm trading alone, right, when I'm not in front of you, I trade like this. Okay, in between the time price delivers, I do art on trade, on chart. I do mark things like this. That's the order block, and I want to see price not closing a candle's body above this order block. And what I'm expecting to see is something like this. I want to see price remain heavy towards sell side. Price did gave us 2R, right? I told you if we're entering somewhere here, suppose you saw this retracement in price and you entered here, you put your stop loss here, price did actually gave us 2R right here. Suppose you entered once price was here, right? Once price was going below this, that's a 1.7R. That's a lot of money, right? Just right here. So that's a buy side liquidity that price offered. I'm targeting this sell side liquidity, by the way, guys. I want to see price deliver this sell side liquidity. At least that's what I want to see from price to do. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't my chart beautiful? It's 9:15. We have a macro incoming at 9:20 to 9:30. I'm not gonna push a button, but let's see. If I'm expecting a breaker block setup, right? If I'm expecting a breaker block setup, and what do I tell you guys? Like, look for a breaker block setup in 4 times of the day, from 8:20 to 8:30, then 9:20 to 9:30, then 9:50 to 10:10, then 10:50 to 11:10. In between these 4 times, I tell you guys to look for only one setup. Okay, and what is that setup? That's a breaker block setup. Okay, so if I'm expecting to see a breaker block, what I want to see is price taking out this equal high, right? Sorry, price taking out this high, and then price do something like this. Suppose price is going up, and then where is our breaker block here? Breaker block is not activated yet. Okay, and our breaker block is right here. These last down close candles that you see, that's our breaker block. So some people that when I was sharing analysis about breaker block and I was telling you guys that I only take trades based on breaker block, some people that mocked me, some people told me that you cannot trade without a breaker block. That's the only concept that you can trade. Bro, I can see fair value gap. I can see ICT's 2022 mentorship model right here. But does that mean I should go ahead and trade every fucking model? No. The people who trade every model, they're not profitable. Every profitable trader, they have a specific model. Okay, they won't share it with you. They won't tell you because that's their model. If you to search for a model, it takes a lot of fucking time. Okay, not every people will share that with you for free. But I'm doing that. I have a profitable model, and I found that most of my winner trade was from that breaker block. So that's why I chose breaker block as my model for my entry model. Is there a 1 minute breaker block? I'm not looking at 1 minute chart, by the way. So, oh, okay, wow. I didn't look at 1 minute chart. So that's a premium PDRA. If you are like doing something like this, from this swing high, right? From this swing, oh my god, my Fibonacci is wrong again. Okay, so price is in a premium PDA rate, matching with every fucking rule of ours. And we are also expecting to see price deliver towards the downside, right? I'm not gonna push a button, but let's see what price does. If it was like a no news day, I would have thought about this trade, taking this trade on my live account, but not today. That's a premium PDA, right? Why is it a premium PDA? I just told you guys, because if you measure from this swing high to this swing low, that becomes a premium zone, and price did came up, price did hit a 5-minute fair value gap right here. That's a 5-minute fair value gap, right? And if, as we are on 1-minute chart, that's a premium PDA, that's a premium fair value gap on 1-minute chart. So what do we want to see? We want to see price remain heavy towards the sell side. Do you see a fair value gap here? Yes. So I want to see this fair value gap supporting price towards downside. If price is going above this fair value gap, we have another fair value gap here, we have a reclaimed fair value gap here. So I'm not expecting price to go above this reclaimed fair value gap that we have here. Reclaimed fair value gap, and we have a fair value gap here. Wow, price rejected. Okay, so listen, when I tell you that you can enter, if you watched my last macro video that I uploaded on YouTube, I told you that once you become experienced, you will be able to take a trade before price closes a candle's body below the breaker block. Okay, now you are not experienced, so you want to see price closing candle's body below the breaker block, and after that you want to engage. But if it was me, suppose I'm trading live today and there's no high impact news release, I would have entered here, or I would have entered in this reclaimed fair value gap right here, and I would have put my stop loss in this swing high, and I would have target this swing low. I would take a partial here right here, and I would take a partial. I measured this swing this CPI move, right? It's on 5-minute chart. Let's go on 5-minute chart, and I will take another partial at this 0.25, the lower quadrant level that is here. Okay, do you hear me say that I don't want to see price going above this order block, right? And it's happening. I'm telling you, I'm giving you analysis as chart printing the candles. You won't find another live on YouTube that goes so deep in knowledge, right? Right, chat? Let me know if you found any fucking live stream that was so knowledgeable, that was so informative, right? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat section. Okay, price just hit our reclaimed fair value gap, right? We are inside of our macro zone, so the macro starts. And if I turn on my macro indicator, it will show the time here. So we are inside of this macro zone, and I told you that's a very good trade idea. Okay, that's a demo account on my on here, right? That's a demo paper trading account. So if I'm like losing a trade here, it doesn't matter to me. So let's see if our this trade idea works out. I will push the button in front of you on CPI. Okay, that's a demo. I do not care. Okay, let's see how the second candle is delivering. Yes. So I just pushed the button. If I'm wrong, I do not care because it's on demo and we are learning, right? Let's put the execution mark. It's here. My stop loss would be above this, above here. My target will be here. So let's see if price delivers. It's on demo, guys. Don't go ahead and push your live button. Don't do that. It's on demo. If price takes me out, I do not fucking care. Okay, I'm just looking if my trade idea is correct. Okay. Okay, now that price is delivering towards the buy side, I can trail my stop loss and I can put the stop loss above this swing high. Okay, let me know in the chat, like, do you guys like me to push the button in front of you and trade, or is it okay if I just do the analysis in front of you? How do you guys want to see me doing things? Every one of you who said yes, I'm blocking every one of you. Okay, I'm not here to be famous, bro. I don't care if you watch my live stream or not. Everyone who are saying yes, all of them are getting blocked. Oh my god. I'm kidding, guys. I'm joking. I'm kidding anyway. Bro, if I'm pushing the button live in front of you, I can guarantee that 90% of you will be here to copy me. Not here to learn, okay? Just to copy me. That's why I don't want to do that. My mentor warned me. Like, he told me that if you are doing a live stream, don't push the button in front of anyone, because people will come here and like copy your trade. They won't learn, and when you lose, they won't know why you are losing, and they will go around on social media and they will like mock you. Isn't it feels good when you see ICT concept working live? Where is Vinny Imini? Do you guys know Vinny Imini? I want him so fucking bad to watch my live. Breaker block. So now I can trail my stop loss in my entry. Why? Because do you see order block right here? That's a order block. That's a fucking order block. So if price wanna remain heavy towards the downside, and if price is coming back again and going above this order block, right, my trade idea is wrong. So I'm now in a no risk zone. Okay, so do you see today how I trade? I trade like this. And is it better than your trading style? Yes, I can fucking bet that it's better than your trading style. If price is coming up and taking me out, my trade idea is wrong. I don't fucking care and I don't have any loss. Okay, price is rejecting from here, right? So let's go on to the 5-minute chart. Let's see. Yes, price is rejecting again from the midway, right? Do you see that? So what I want to see, price remain heavy towards the sell side from this 0.5 zone, right? $9.27, $9.30 incoming. Okay, our let's see how is this trade gonna give me 2R if I'm profitable. If my trade idea is correct, will it give me 2R? Let's see. So I put my stop loss here, right? And oh my god, that's a 3 fucking R. If it's hitting my TP, that's a 3R on 1-minute chart, by the way. And suppose I'm trading live. I trade like this on my live account. And do you see me trailing my stop loss? Yes. So even if price comes up and takes me out, do you see any emotion attached here? No emotion. It's all algorithmic trading. Okay, no emotion. Do you see any emotion? Do you see me getting emotional here? You see me getting emotional only the time when you say something wrong. That's the only time I get angry. Other than that, I'm not angry or anything. Okay, can we get to 300 likes, 400 people watching? Top quality analysis that will never ever get in any live stream. No one will do that. Can we get to 300 likes? Folks, can we do that? Nine 29, 1 minute, and we have a fair value gap right here, right? Okay, price is coming up. It's very close to my stop loss. Okay, I'm out. Okay, I'm out. So let's see if price rejects from this fair value gap, and if price reject from this reclaimed fair value gap. So do you see now why I only execute when with my breaker block? Because I'm more confident in a breaker block setup than a fair value gap setup, right? If price is coming all the way down and hitting this going below this black candles that you see here, then I can be like very certain that my trade idea will work out. Price is rejecting off from this fair value gap again, right? It's a nice rejection. It's a 930 move. So do you see now why I don't encourage you to place any trade in this condition? Okay, someone is saying too fast to move stop loss. Bro, you don't have the experience, okay? Too fast to move stop loss. If you are coming here and watching my live, please don't give me any type of advice. You're coming here to see how I trade, and that's how I do it. If price takes me out, I don't care. Why I don't care? Because it's a news day, okay? And for me, I'm not gonna push any button on my live account. And what do you see here? Is price moving in one direction? No. So that's the fucking reason that I don't place a trade in these conditions. Your trade idea can be right. Look at this condition. My trade idea was right? Price is delivering here, but because of the manipulation, price did what? Price came all the way up. Price did hit my stop loss, and what do you see here? Price chopping around again and again. Look at this condition. You wanna trade in this condition? Not me. That's why I told you, like, we are not gonna place any trade, but I did in front of you. And what do you saw? Even when you have very high confirmation, price will manipulate. If it was any other day, suppose it was like no news day, we would have seen a clean hit in our target without this choppiness. What do you see here? Chopping, and now you will come here and give me advice. Bro, go do something else. Don't give me advice. Monica is asking, were you able to configure? Okay, I think you were asking how I was able to configure the macro, right? For that, you have to know some coding, because by build, it does not show you the 820 and 930 macro, right? Okay, so the person who was telling me like that was too early to move your stop loss. Now do you see why I moved my stop loss? Do you see that? What do you see? I told you. Okay, let's go back to the replay mode. Right, when price was here, right? Do you guys remember when price was here? I moved my stop loss above this swing high, and I told you that moved my stop loss to my entry, and I told you if price was coming and delivering above this closing a candles body above this order block, price will remain heavy towards buy side, and I don't want to see that. That's the reason why I put my stop loss in my entry, because it was above the order block. If price is coming up and closing candles body above the stop loss, it will hit my stop loss even if it's here. Okay, some of you who are telling me that it was not the right time to put the stop loss, bro. You don't have this experience. What do you see now? Price did close the candles body above, right? And what did price did after that? Look at this. If I wasn't closing my trade here, it would have hit my stop loss here. So don't come here and give me an advice when you don't know what to do. Who was that? Who was that guy? I want to remember his name. Who was telling me that wasn't the right time to move the stop loss? Where are you? Okay, GAWK. I can see you too fast to move stop loss. Let me pin his okay, if you guys go on the chat, you can see that this guy don't know how to trade. That's why he will never be profitable. That's how you become profitable. That's how you become confident in your trade. Okay, if I was not moving my stop loss here, it would have been hitting my stop loss anywhere, and it would have put me into loss. But because I think with logic, I do not think trading with money. Money will come automatically, folks. If you have the experience, if you have the knowledge, and if you know how to look at charts, money will come into your pocket anyway. It doesn't matter if you have the skill. So now we are reading the price action, how price will behave. And I told you if price is coming up and closing candles body above the order block, it will remain heavy towards the buy side. And what do you see? That's the very reason I traded my stop loss. You learn the people who know how to trade, you learn from them even when they are wrong. Always remember that. Look at this choppiness. So I was right when I moved my stop loss, right? What do you see now? What did I told you? Go back and watch the live stream again. I told you if price is coming up and closing candles body for above this order block, right? That was the order block. Price will remain heavy towards the buy side. And what do you see here? Just look at this, how price used this order block for support towards the buy side. Just look at this. To see something like this and to mention something like this, it needs experience. Experience, folks. Experience. Okay, let's go. I'm talking a lot. Anyway, let's go on to the US 500. Let's go back to our tape reading session, right? And let's look what US 100 is doing. Let's see what it's doing. Wow, so So we are looking at now we are looking at US 100, Nasdaq, and what do you see? Nasdaq remaining heavy towards the sell side. In these days, you don't want to push any button. Rather, you want to build your experience like this, right? If I was pushing a button, bro, listen to me. If I was pushing a button live, suppose let's go back to the US 30 and let's look at the go back to the 1 minute chart. Suppose I push the button today. Okay, that was a very clean trade, right? That was like a 90% clean trade. Price hit the fair value gap, price got rejected. Price hit the reclaimed fair value gap, then price got rejected. What more confirmation do you need? But suppose you are placing your trade, you would have been very fucking emotional right now, right? You would have been like, oh my god, I should have not placed the button, pushed the button, but I did, and now I'm in a loss, right? So after that, you will never be able to learn. You will never be able to focus again after you take a loss in these conditions. How do I know that? Bro, I took losses in this condition, and after I took loss, I was never able to focus on chart again. I was only thinking about, oh my god, I lost money again. Oh my god, I should go back to the chart again, and I should place another trade. I don't want to close this trade with a loss. Now, do you see the reason why I tell you not to push a button? Why my mentor tells you not to push a button? Even if you see like a trade with a 90% confirmation, 70% confirmation, it won't work. It will just manipulate like this. Look at this price action here. After 9:30, it became choppy. Why? Because we have a 10 o'clock news. So another tip for you all, when price has a 10 o'clock news, right? Avoid 9:20 and 9:30 macro, because price will become choppy like this. Someone saying check ES, bro. Let's go on ES. Let's see what it's doing. I don't see anything on ES. It's just chopping around. Okay, we have this fair value gap right here, right? And price is rejecting from this fair value gap. Price did once. So if I want to see more bearish price action, I don't want to see price going up and closing a candle's body above this fair value gap. So all these PD arrays that you see right here, it's like a wall. It's like a wall for price, okay? If price is going above and breaking this wall, suppose that's a fair value gap. This fair value gap is a wall. Just imagine that. So if I wanna see price delivering sell side, what I wanna see price remain like very sensitive in this fair value gap. If price breaking this wall of fair value gap and is going above, that's when you know that it became bullish. Wow, NQ dropping real hard. Okay, so our nearest draw on liquidity is where? Can you see our nearest draw on liquidity in this price fractal? Do you see that? Yes, it's here. This swing low that you see here, that's our nearest draw on liquidity. Okay, Nicholas saying, can we use six sister approach here? Six sister, is it a new concept? Bro, Nicholas, I'm interested in that. Tell me in details what is a six sister concept. Okay, on 1 hour chart on US 30, right? We have a wick here. Let's just hide these drawings first. On the hourly chart, okay. We have a big wick here, right? So if I measure the wick, okay, what do you see here? What do you see here? Price rejected from 0.25. So if we are expecting bullish price action, right? Sorry, if we are expecting bearish price action, what do we want to see? We can expect price to come till here, and then reject from there, because that's a premium zone, right? If price is not rejecting from the premium zone of this week, right, it will be bullish. So until then, that's a 0.25, that's our lower quadrant level, and we can see that price is rejecting from there, right? We can also expect, if price is offering more buy side liquidity, we can expect to see price rejecting from 0.5 level. Okay, Gauk is saying, wow, you don't know Six Sister, you have no experience. Bro, if you are trading ICT concept, maybe ICT talked about that, okay? Maybe I never heard him talking about that, but maybe he did. And he also says that you don't need all of my concept to become profitable in trading. And I never heard him mentioning Six Sister. If he's mentioning Six Sister, then it's not that important. That's why he never mentioned it again and again. The concept that is important, he mentions that again and again. Okay? He has a lot of concept. If you go onto his core content, if you go onto Forex Sniper series, Forex Market Maker series, you will see he is talking about a lot more concept in details. But do I need all of that to become profitable? Yes, I have no experience in Six Sisters. That's why I'm telling you, Gauk, to tell me what is a Six Sisters. But you are just telling me, like, you are not telling me. Tell me what is a Six Sister. Explain to me. Okay, Muhammad is saying Six Sister is when we have SMT and one of the markets run fast to remove the SMT. Okay, I never heard him talking about that, folks. So okay, Gauk is getting crazy here. Okay, Gauk is like, look at his second to last stream. It's a type of SMT. Bro, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Six Sisters. Okay, Gauk is blocked. Oh my god, Gauk, I got you. Okay, is it feeling well right now that I blocked you? Gauk is gone, guys. He won't irritate us anymore. He is gone. Okay, let's go on to the other charts. Let's look at DXY. We didn't looked at DX. Wow, DXY, bro. What DXY did? I forgot to talk about DXY. Let's go on to the daily chart. DXY fucking remained heavy towards sell side. Well, that makes sense because it got support from this volume imbalance, but we still have this retail trend line remained, right? And we have another news at 10, and then we have another news at 2 o'clock. So I'm with you all till 2 o'clock, and we will see if price comes up and take out this retail trend line liquidity. Until then, our nearest draw on liquidity for dollar is right here. Right here. And if it delivers to this swing low, right, we can expect price to run to this swing low. Let's see what happens in FOMC. We have a big news release at 2 o'clock. This news that you see right here, FOMC. So let's see what price does. And we also have at 101, we have a 10-year bond auction. The folks who don't know, USD market, our stock market also relies on the 10-year bond. I don't look at the 10-year bond market, but I do know that ICT talked about 10-year bond. When I was watching ICT's core content, he mentioned that if you seek perfection, you should also look at 10-year bond. Or if you suppose you are a long-term trader, me, I'm a short-term trader. I'm executing on 1 minute. I'm getting done in 10 minutes, right? So if you are like a long-term trader, you hold your trades for days, you do wanna look at 10-year bond auction chart. So let's look at 10-year bond auction chart, right? Bonds market, 10-year bond is here. So let's look there. There will be a big news release in this chart. So that's the 10-year bond of US Treasury. Sorry, US bond auction. So let's see. The news will release. So that's US 10-year Treasury market. So what do I see here? Right? Let's see if ICT concept works on bond markets. Right? Price did offer sell side liquidity. Let's go on to the monthly chart. Okay, price is inside of a monthly fair value gap on bond chart. I'm on 10-year bond, by the way, guys. US 10-year bond market. So price did offer sell side liquidity here once, then again here twice, and then we have a low here. And if I take you guys on, that's a weekly chart, and on weekly chart we have a fair value gap right here. Let's go on to the daily chart and let's see what price is doing. We have a trend line liquidity right here. That's a trend line liquidity. So let's see on lower charts, does it indicate to us it wanna go up? Well, on bond, I can see that price is rejecting off from this fair value gap, and price did actually, if I measure this fair value gap, right, price did actually close the candle's body below the midway of this fair value gap, and it's getting support from the midway of this fair value gap. So let's see what this bond market does. If it offering more sell side liquidity, right? So does anyone know if bond market moves with DXY or is it opposite? Okay, Precision Inc. is saying bonds are moving inverse to DXY. Okay, they move opposite, right, guys? So if I have a confirmation from this fair value gap that tells me that it might wanna hunt this sell side liquidity because that's our nearest drawn liquidity. So if it does that on 10-year bond, Now let's go to the DXY chart and let's try to put that view here, right? Our nearest drawn liquidity I told you was here on dollar, and the thing that I see, they are moving together. They should move opposite, right? But what do you see here? They're moving together, they're manipulating. When price does that, you should know that price is manipulating. Let's go back to the US 30. US 30 is doing what? Okay, so that's our 5 minute fair value gap that I told you guys that if price wanna remain heavy, that's how you know if your trade idea is correct or wrong. If price wanna remain heavy, then we don't want to see price coming all the way up, right? And closing candle's body above this fair value gap. And that's what I told you. If price is coming up again and going above this fair value gap, we are bullish. And if price is remaining uh, below this fair value gap, we are bearish. It's on 5 minute chart. And let's go on to the 3 minute chart. So our trade idea was correct on 1 minute chart, right? And my stop loss placing was also correct. My trade idea was correct, but because of the manipulation, right, it took out my trade, but it did deliver. So what did I told you guys? I had a 90% confirmation the time when I pushed the button. Let's see, where did I push the button? Let's see the execution levels. I pushed the button here when price was here and price got rejected from this fair value gap. We had like two confirmation, and price did came down, and my stop loss was above this order block, right? And price did actually delivered this sell side liquidity. I told you guys I put my TP here, but because of this manipulative day, price did some choppiness after 9:30, and at 9:50 price did actually hit our uh, target, right? So we are inside of a macro now. I'm not trading, by the way. There's a 10 o'clock news. We are inside of a macro right here. That's our another macro. This macro is ICT approved 9:50 to 10:10. So do we see a stop hunt here? We do see a stop hunt here. Where is our breaker block? Let's go on to the 2 minute chart. 3 minute. We have a breaker block here. These up close candles that you see here, that's our breaker block. But I'll just mark the first candle. But the folks who are new here, just know that the whole these up close candles that you see here, all of these up close candles are breaker block. I'm marking this only this candle here because of the precision. Because if you measure, I told you guys a lot of times before, but I'm gonna tell you guys again, if price is like going up and closing a candle's body above this candle here, I don't want to see price coming all the way down and like going below the midway of this breaker block. If it does go below the midway, I'm wrong. So what do you see here? Price is just chopping around. Okay, Gauk got blocked again. I didn't put him. I didn't block him before. I was like putting him on timeout. So when I put a guy on timeout, he's like for 5 minutes he won't be able to talk. So Gauk came back again and he was like giving us advice. Like, see, too fast to move your stop loss. Gauk, bro, you have no shame in you, okay? I blocked you again and again, and you are coming back here again. You have nothing to do. You know how Gauk looks? Gauk looks like someone like a very fat guy, disgusting fat guy. Gauk has nothing to do. Gauk is blocked again. Oh my god. Gauk, are you feeling good, bro? You're coming in my live stream and getting blocked from me again and again. Guys, he is coming here because he getting triggered, you know? His emotions are getting triggered. The way he trades with emotions. And we don't do that here. We do technical analysis, we do technical science. Other than that, if you're here to watch me like trade like a retail trader, then go ahead, bro. I'm not gonna let you to watch this stream. Okay, look at this price action. It's just choppy. Nothing interests me in this price action. Okay, on US 500, we are seeing a rejection, right? I told you guys I want to see price reject from this level, and it did. Let's look at US 100. Well, US 100 just delivered our nearest drawn liquidity. I told you guys that this is our nearest drawn liquidity, and the price did delivered till here, right? I still wanna see price remain heavy towards the sell side. Let's see. Let's go on to the lower time frame and let's see what price is doing. Nothing interesting, like right? I don't see any trade idea here. I saw a trade idea on US 30, but I don't see any trade idea on Nasdaq. Nasdaq is just respecting order block. Do you see that? Okay. That's the order block right here. Order block. Order block again. Nas is just respecting order block today. Then order block again here. Wow. Look at this. All these up close candles that you see here, these are order blocks. And what do you see? Price respecting. Nas is respecting order blocks continuously, right? I see order fucking blocks everywhere on Nas. Nas just got rejected from this fair value gap. Right, so our nearest drawn liquidity, if our nearest drawn liquidity would be in this candle's low. Well, that's a certain thing, right? Price is coming down, so it will deliver till here. Let's see. Let's refine our ideas. I can see a swing low here. So that's a swing low, right? So price can come down and price can deliver till this swing low here. Let's go back to the 60-minute chart. Yes, I see price remaining heavy towards sell side. Do you see a reclaimed order block here? Do you see a reclaimed order block? Okay, the folks who don't know what is a reclaimed order block, you can go onto my mentor's channel and you can find he talks about reclaimed order block in core content. Okay, do you see a reclaimed order block here? Well, I see a order block here. That's a reclaimed fucking order block. So if price is going up and closing a candle's body above this order block, right? This on 1 hour chart. Let's go back to the 5-minute chart. If price is closing a candle's body above this order block that I showed you on hourly chart, price will deliver. Price will fill this fair value gap. We can expect to see price filling this order block. Sorry, fair value gap. And then if price is closing a candle's body above the midway of this fair value gap, we can expect above the 0.5, right? And if price is not showing any willingness to reject from these two levels, we can expect Nasdaq to remain heavy towards buy side. And we can target these relatively equal highs, and ultimately we can target that. But for our analysis to get valid, price will have to close a candle's body above this order block, above this reclaimed order block that you see here. Right, that's a reclaim order block. I would want to see price closing candles body above this reclaim order block on hourly chart. On 5-minute chart it can do that, and it can go up to this fair value gap, and I want to see price rejecting off from this fair value gap. If it goes there, I want to see price rejecting from there. Let's go to the S&P. S&P is building more sell side liquidity. Do you guys see that? It came all the way down here, right? It respected this order block right here. Perfect, perfect respect of this order block, and then price built more sell side liquidity. Look at this. These are relatively equal lows right here, relatively equal lows, also right here. So price is building more and more sell side liquidity. Let's go to our, oh my god, look at this. It's just chopping around, right? No significant move. Okay, where is Gauk again? Gauk was when price was with every candle. You know what? I'm gonna tell you guys one thing. How do you know you are a retail? That's a very good question. If your emotion is moving with every candle that price delivers, know that you are a retail and you have a long way to go to become an ICT trader. Gauk's emotion was moving with each and every candle here. When price was delivering towards the downside, he was coming here and telling me like, see, I was right. You should not move your stop loss like this. And what do you see here right now? Price is delivering again towards the buy side, right? So you don't wanna have an emotion that moves with every candle right here, because that's how they engineer the emotions. Okay, in these charts, okay, we see our emotions flattering more than we see money in our account. And if your emotion is changing with each and every candle, you won't be profitable. That's the reason you should rely on 5-minute chart. So if your emotion is changing with every 1-minute candle, right, you should go back to the higher time frames, and your narrative, your idea will become clear. That's a tip for you. If you are confused on 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, go back to the higher time frame, bro. Who is stopping you to do the analysis on higher time frame? No one. It's only you. So go back to the higher time frame, and once you see the higher time frame, so do something like this, your narrative, your bias, your idea will become way more clear. Okay, so nothing that excites me in this price action. Okay, at 10 o'clock, okay, the news released and we didn't saw any high impact news. Let's go to the CAD pair, one of the CAD pair. USD CAD. I want to look at USD CAD. I want to see how that delivered, because there was a high impact news, right? On US dollar against Canadian dollar. Wow. So it was a bad news release, right? Wow. USD CAD is just delivering to our sell side today. Okay, let's look at the 10 o'clock news. That's the 10 o'clock news impact. The candle that you see right here, that's the 10 o'clock news, right? And price just delivering towards the sell side. That's a relative equal low. And I see a very nice idea here. So I will do some hindsight analysis, just so you guys can learn something from me. uh, if you measure this fair value gap, right, Look from where price got rejected. That's how you build your experience. That's our premium zone. According to the measurement of this fair value gap, where is our premium and where is our discount? Our premium zone comes above the 0.5, the midway and the upper quadrant. And price did actually went above the midway, right? Price became choppy, then price got rejected. Let's go to the replay mode and it will become way more clear. So when price closes a candle's body above the midway, what do we expect? We expect to see price remain heavy and moving aggressively from these zones. But what do you see here? Price went up, hit the 0.5 level, then price rejected from the 0.5 level, right? At the very next candle, what do you see? Price closed this candle below the upper quadrant level, right? So what you can expect, if you see something like this happening on your chart, you can expect to see price remain heavy towards the sell side. Why? Because price should not come back and offer deliver in this area here. If price is closing candle's body above the midway, we expect to see price remain aggressive, heavy on the buy side. But do you see it here? No. Price did close the candle's body below the 0.75. You can engage at the next candle. I'm not saying you can engage today because today is a news impact day, high news impact day. But on like low news impact day, you can engage. You can engage at the second candle. Suppose, yeah, you can engage at this candle, right? And what do you see after that price did? Price just remained heavy towards the sell side, right? Look at this rejection from price. So for ICT traders, there's no price cannot do a move where I cannot explain to you why it did something that it did. But if you go and watch a retail trader live stream, they will be like, okay, that did a CPI delivered here, and they don't know why it's delivered here, right? That's the magic with ICT concept. Nothing becomes unknown to you. You can know a lot of things. It depends on you how you use that information. If you are using that information like gauk and you are becoming emotional on every each candle, you won't be profitable. You have to control your emotions. You have to have a strategy that helps you to control your emotions. Look at my strategy. I only execute on 4 times, right? Other than that, if I see a clean setup, I do not execute. Why? Because I know I need that patience in me to become profitable. And that's how I am building my model. That's how I built my model, a model that will like give me patience, that will come with built-in patience. That's why I see when I'm promoting my model, I see I tell you that my model comes with built-in patience. Because if you are only looking 4 times in a day to engage, to execute, other than that you are not executing, right? If price does not present you a setup 4 times in a day, you are not trading that day. And that's how you are building your emotion, right? So price did actually close a candle's body above this order block. That's the order block. The last bullish candle before this bearish move. That's a that's a what? That's the order block. You can also mark it as a breaker block, right? I said to you guys, it's a order block. You can also see it as a reclaimed order block, right? If price is closing candle's body above this order block, you can expect to see price remain heavy towards buy side, and that's what we are expecting to see. Let's see if price delivers till the buy side here, right? It's 10-12 and we are still inside of our macro zone. Let's see if price delivers here. Should I push the button here? I can target this relatively equal high right here, right? This high, I can take a partial here and I can close my trade once price reach here. Where can I put my stop loss? Okay, suppose I'm taking this trade, right? Suppose I'm taking this trade, I'm putting my stop loss below the breaker block and I'm targeting this swing high. That's a 1.5 R. It's more than 1 R. Who is saying? Debbie is saying he missed the move. Bro, you should not push the button today. Devi is getting emotional because he missed this move. Okay, so another thing, like with my model, if you are missing a move, you know that like the same move will happen again and again. Because I tell you, in 4 times in price, you look for one setup, breaker block setup. Suppose you miss your trade idea, you saw a very clean setup at 820 to 830, right? And you miss that, right? You have a time, another time that price will present the setup to you at 920 to 930. Suppose you miss 920 to 930, then you have another macro, then you have another macro. Suppose price did not offer any clean setup in 4 macros, then you have tomorrow, right? 4 times in a day we look for this setup. Isn't it good, guys? Isn't it building your patience if you see market like this with one concept? And just look at this, it repeats. I'm showing it to you on live. It fucking repeats just the way I tell you. It repeats every fucking day. But that doesn't mean that you should go ahead and push the button every day. Just like we are not pushing the button today. It's 10:14. Right now it's getting boring, to be honest. If I wasn't doing a live, I would have just watching a movie right now, or doing something else. Not trading, of course. Someone is asking, bro, can you talk about crypto? What do you want to know? Ask me a question about crypto, and if I see it fit with my knowledge, I would love to answer that. Okay, John is saying, why don't we do a challenge live? Okay, if I do that, and if I push the button here, you will be here to copy me rather than see how I do it and why I do it, how I think. Right now, I'm not pushing the button and you are focusing on my analysis. You want to know what he does and why he does it. If I push the button, you will be like, okay, he pushed the button. I should push my button now. That's what I heard from the experienced trader. Okay, the people who do live stream regularly, they gave me that advice: don't push the button in front of the people, because they will take the trade, and when they lose, they will not care about your analysis or whatever you talked about. They will come and they will say, okay, he does everything wrong. So I'm not doing that. I'm not making you to feel good by copying my trades. Do you go to the gym? Yes, I do. I have a treadmill at my home, so mostly I do that. And when I'm feeling like energetic, okay, right here I would have taken a partial here. Yes, when I'm like feeling fresh and I'm waking early, like suppose I if I wake up at like 6 o'clock, I will go outside and I'll do like a 20-minute run or 30-minute run, and after that I'll come back. And if the weather is not good in Canada, mostly like 6 months of the year it's all snow, so you never like get a chance to go outside and run. So I bought a treadmill and I do my runnings there. Other than that, I don't do any other exercise. Okay, Jamie is asking, how did you set your long and short position to that setting? I guess you are talking about this, right? This box. Are you talking about this, Jamie? Okay, if I was trading live, my stop loss would be here below this candle that you see right here, because if price is coming down and going below this candle, it will deliver towards the sell side, right? So why should I move, why should I put my stop loss and not trail my stop loss here? So do you see why I tell you not to trade in this condition? Yes, price will give you, like, if you are executing here, it's a 5 handle move, right? But like, if you are executing here and you are only targeting five handle, then that's a profitable trade for you. But if you are targeting like me, like suppose 2 hour, 1 hour, then that's not a day that price will offer you something like this. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm showing you the breaker block concept before I showed you the fair value gap here, right? A trade from a fair value gap, and it also failed. And then I showed you a breaker block here, it also failed. So today is a day that every idea of yours will fail in lower time frame. But if I take you on higher time frame, I can call the market like a wizard in those time frames. So let's see if price rejects from this breaker block, right? Let's see that. Someone saying 5 minute fair value gap respected. There's no 5 minute fair value gap here. Okay, US 500 on 5 minute chart. What is it doing? It's respecting this fair value gap. And we have relative equal lows down here, right? Okay, if this candle that you see on US 500, if it's closing above this fair value gap, we are bullish and we will hunt this here. Suppose we will hunt this equal highs here, and then ultimately we will hunt this here, this swing high here. Yes, if I was looking at this chart on a low impact news day, like that's a very good example of a breaker block. Like, look at this, price closed the candle's body above the breaker block, right? And then price came down and hit the breaker block again. So this kind of retracement that you want to look at breaker block, not like a big retracement, like suppose price went up and then price came down like this. No, you want to see retracement like this, small retracement but very profitable. If it was any other day, I would have taken an entry here after price came down and rejected from this breaker block, right? I would have taken an entry here, but not today. Okay, Jemmy, I got you. You were talking about this, I guess. So why is it different? If you go, I don't know how. That these are my settings, right? These are my settings that I use. Jemmy, you can take a screenshot and you can make it like this. And you can customize your risk here. It's a very useful tool on TradingView. Like suppose I only want to risk 0.25%, and if you are trading on TradingView, that's a very good thing to do, because it will let you know how many lot you should use for a 0.25% risk, right? Look at this. If it was any other day, price should not, I would never expect to price to come back down here again after it closed this candle's body above the breaker block. But just because of today, do you see how price is manipulating? Every concept that you will use today, price will manipulate in those concepts. It will deliver suppose 1 hour and then it will move. Then you saw another fair value gap getting respected. It will give you 1 hour, or like suppose it will give you 5 handle and then it will move against you. So these are the reasons why you want to avoid trading in these conditions. So nothing exciting here, and we still have a lot time for the FOMC news. I think I'm gonna close my live here, guys, and maybe I will come back and come back like suppose at 1:30, and I will do a live stream for, because it's getting boring. Price is not moving, and if price is not moving, what am I supposed to do here? So I'm gonna close my live stream here. I expect to see you guys again on my FOMC live. I'll do the live stream. If I do, you will get notified, or you will see that, or I'll let you know in that Telegram if I'm doing a live. So that's it for today here. And you saw, guys, like how I called the market from this top here, right? It's all live. You can go ahead and listen to it and then judge me. When price was in this candle, I told you that I want to see price going below and hunting sell side liquidity. If I take you guys on US 500, US 100, right? On 60-minute chart, what we did today. We are remembering what we did today, what we learned today, right? When price was delivering here on US 100, I told you that I want to see price rejecting from here, and I put this marker here, right? Just so you guys don't forget, because some of you, they forget. That's why I put the marker here. And let's talk about Nasdaq before I close. I told you that if price is going above this reclaimed order block, right, price will fill the fair value gap here. Let's go to the 5-minute chart, and what do you see? Price did exactly the same thing that I told you. I told you that I want to see price filling this fair value gap if it's closing a candle's body above the reclaimed order block. And what do you see? What do you see here? If I take you on 3-minute chart, right? Price did close the candle's body above this reclaimed order block, and then price moved aggressively up, and then price did actually fill the fair value gap, right? Look at 5-minute chart. Price did fill the fair value gap. And I also told you if price is doing that, price should remain heavy towards the buy side. So I won't be here to tell you that. So just keep in mind that we want to see price remain heavy towards buy side as price closes the candle body above the midway of this fair value gap. So that's it for today, guys. If you learned something, hit the thumbs up, and I'm closing it here. Thank you all. Have a nice day.